This feels like a straight out of freaking like Kong Skull Island. Or not called that. I think it's just called King Kong. The game on like PS2. Is that... What is that? Is that the Axon?
Another axon. How did it get so large?
It's painted that way.
She's obsessed with reaching the stars, so...
Papa and his parables.
Parables?
He never paints just to paint. Everything has to have layers and layers of meaning and purpose. Everything's a
Maybe the
lesson.
curtains are just blue, Maelle.
What's the lesson with this one?
Hope.
I don't see it, but okay.
My sister's at the top.
The painted Sia.
Papa
Or
knows
painted
I have
fucking
nowhere to go.
Alicia. Oh god. We have so much more. Alright.
She who grasps the sky.
I hate climbing.
She who grasps the sky.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Ew! Ew! Why? Why did its head do that?
Are they trying to fix things or break things?
Doesn't matter, I'm killing them.
She who grasps the sky. They're jealous. They wish to destroy her work. Pull her back to the ground.
Is this part of the parable?
Everything is.
Ho ho! Longer shell. Do the Pictos not level up above 20? I'd assume they're level 33 like the weapons. Wait, anything over here?
Great.
Chroma. Are you a fading person? Renoir? Hello? Which is worse, to die or to be the one who survives? To grieve or to be grieved? To be the one who survives. Some might say that's lucky. Not simply because you survived, but because you had the opportunity to care deeply for another. I find myself grieving before they've even passed. Grieving what could have been. Grieving what is to come. She'll never forgive herself. She'll carry her scars with her always. Would that I could ease her burden. The man has gone silent. You're just a pot. What?
Did that Nevron just kick a different Nevron off the tower?
It looks that way.
I didn't even see. I like saw something. Ew. Looks like I gotta drop down on that. Let's keep going up. Oh. A P-tank. Where do you gotta end up? Oh. Let me clear you guys out first. Okay. Now, just need to figure out the path. This way. And then that way. That... Huh? What are you doing? Then that way. Keep going. Go. There we go. Now kill him. Lumina. Okay. Now, the manor. Can I climb anything? No. What's in here? Ooh.
You
Unknown.
speak to me of perfection, but is there really any such thing? Or is it a siren leading us astray? I happily predict that neither of us will ever summit that elusive peak, but I care little as long as we walk together. Art gives us the perception of control. For a moment as I paint, I find order among the chaos. That is, for me, a moment of pure contentment. And that is truly better than perfection.
I wonder why. I mean, I guess maybe they didn't know exactly where they would place it. But it says unknown, even though at this point we would know that this is Renoir. Actually. No, yeah. I think at this point by the time you can get SK to fly, you should be able to... You should already know. Anything else in here? That's the painting workshop. These are the chromatics. No, or not the chromatics. The white ones. Let's put away the family portrait. The frame is empty. Place the dishonored family portrait into the frame? Yes. The dishonored family portrait rests within the frame. A door opens. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. What's in here? A journal. Outfit. What is this? Obscur. No. Painted me. Oh. Painted Maelle. I mean, I don't know. I just like this one so much more. My eyes.
People come and people go. The one who will always be there for you is you. Little one, there's more to life if you can just see how big the sky truly is. Reach out your hand, and it's yours.
A journal from someone anonymous. Is the implication that it isn't Renoir? I mean, like, it probably definitely is Renoir. But I'm just curious as to why they chose to label it as unknown. I mean, I guess it's probably because they didn't know exactly when or where it would be placed. Why are you green? Who are you? Wasn't expecting something like this. Hello? Or are you just staring at me? Just pulls out a gun. What is this? Why?
Vertigo, remember?
Why would you paint something so disgusting?
His intentions are good, I know, but his methods...
Your father?
I'm the youngest, which makes everything worse.
Oh, I understand that.
Why are we lagging? Can he paint more frames?
Only child.
Yeah, Claire's the oldest. She's just so perfect. So accomplished and talented. Papa's favorite. He's so proud of her.
Do you think Clea...
Verso.
Hold on.
Verso could always make Papa laugh. I had so many inside jokes. Then there's me.
And then there's you. The actual favorite. The one he calls his hidden star, but who's too shy and self-conscious to see it.
Yet here I am, messing things up even more.
Look around. He just wants you to fly.
I like the framing of the frickin' wings on her. Anyways, can you imagine how pissed off Clea would be seeing that her sister is gonna fucking kill herself playing dress up in house in this painting?
Gustav would have loved to see this.
This orpheline is different from the rest. Does not it does not sabotage, it builds. A journal? Ooh. 61.
Expedition 61. Margot. See, but I disagree. I don't think she's lonely. She's alone, but she's not lonely. They clearly have some sort of society here, and she's the odd one out. Well, except for her co-conspirator in the workshop. I've never seen creatures fighting amongst themselves before. I admit I'm impressed by her creativity and drive. I feel almost like a traitor for saying it. But there's something about her. You can't help but want her to reach the sky.
Who are they specifically talking about here? I don't think it's the paintress. God damn.
Nice.
What the hell is that? Oh my god. I was expecting it to be the overhead, not the freaking spin.
Oh well.
I'm ready.
to strike.
That's better. Maximum damage.
Chroma is flowing. Here.
Void, take everything.
Let's carve a path. Yeah. Time to strike.
Brasalim. Okay. Oh. Alicia. Please tell me you're not gonna fight me.
Hello.
Alicia. Your letter.
I didn't notice it before, but he dropped that into the water when everyone got gommaged. So I don't know how they got it back. Oh, and then we just drop it again. Okay. What the hell even is that? Is that the axon? Yeah, it seems like it has a lot of hair. What are we doing? What gives you the power to do that? Like, why can't Verso do it? Because Renoir, I believe, did it? Did he do it? Yeah, he showed up in one of these.
She blames us. Doesn't she? You didn't deserve that.
That's, why even make a painted Maelle or painted Alicia if you resent her that much for what happened to Verso? Are you gonna make me fight him? That's the Axon. Is it gonna be like a 1v1? Like a big baby.
Oh, you're the real accent. You know, Papa painted her. So, you know who she represents? You like being here with her.
I'm gonna fight you, not the Axon.
Okay. Let's spill some ink. The dance begins. Witness the flames.
Oh my god. I'm just bullying her. Hey.
Okay.
I just started spamming. Hey, stop it. Okay, you know what? Oh my god.
Let's spill some ink.
I need you to stop.
Take everything.
I needed you to stop before you killed me. Litham. I kind of wish that was in black and white, but whatever. Why are you just like in your cuck chair staring at us like that? Ew. Just watching us fight from your chair. I freaking love the real Maelle outfit. I love it so much. It looks so nice.
I guess this represents his hope for us. For me, then. Go. Claim your piece of sky.
Okay. So the journal was speaking specifically about the Axon.
We both deserve to fly. Let me give you a new beginning.
Was she gonna paint her a new face, but she declined? I can't tell if that's Jennifer English. It doesn't sound like her.
Wait. Maelle!
Yeah, okay, sure, Maelle. Give Alicia what she wants, but not what Verso wants. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. What the f- Okay. We'll just keep puppeting around his dead corpse, but like, hey, let's give your painted clone closure. Okay. What? No, truly, what does this painted Verso even have to live for? Like, he was so ready to just, like, freaking let everything go, and then he just... and then Maelle's like, nuh-uh. And then Maelle just... Why do you look so... Okay, Maelle looks so pompous just standing there like that. I'm not sure if I like how this is going. Like, what the hell is that? We gotta talk. At camp. Will it just bring me there? Yeah, of course. At camp, Verso refuses to talk to anyone. He stands alone by the lake. After a while, Maelle decides to go and talk to him.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, maybe am I looking too deep into it? That's so screwed up. Like, what the hell? Maelle freaking fighting Verso. He's like, no, you gotta stay. And then she just lets the other painted Alicia go? That is so dumb.
It's what she wanted.
Shut up!
I owed her that much. We owed her that much.
Verso's freaking soul is just being freaking...
I honored her wishes. That's something neither you nor Renoir ever did. And not Maman either.
What did Verso not honor? Did she not want this to end? She said she was at peace with it. So I'd assume that she would prefer the painting to be the canvas to be erased. Like, why? What the hell did painted Verso not do for her?
I didn't get to say goodbye. You didn't wait. You didn't give me a chance to persuade her.
She knew what she wanted. You wouldn't have been able to sway her.
Wasn't what she wanted what Verso was gonna do anyways until you stopped him? Am I misunderstanding?
She's not you. You don't know that.
And it's a bit odd that Verso is suddenly flipping.
But you didn't even give me the chance to try. You just erased her.
I don't know. Am I just misunderstanding what's going on? It feels like Maelle is suddenly just picking and choosing who she wants to respect. And Verso just suddenly flip-flopped. Like he was hiding the truth. He was gonna erase the entire canvas without it letting anyone know. And now that he was stopped, and suddenly he's like, oh, we don't need to erase. We didn't need to erase Alicia. What?
Verso.
You've lost two brothers. You know what it's like to lose your sibling and never get the chance to say goodbye. You painters. You just do what you want. You don't care how it affects the rest of us.
I do care. I know you're hurting, but the person who made that decision wasn't me. It was her.
If she means the person who made a decision to be erased was Alicia, okay, then sure, you respected that. But Verso wanted to be erased. He wanted the canvas to be erased. And you didn't respect that. I don't... What?
Would have been wrong to deny her just so you could try and talk her out of her decision.
I'm going to... Am I stupid? Why? What? Am I dumb?
She's the last of my family. I have no one left now.
Yeah, now this guy's alone and you won't even let him die.
You have me. You have us.
This isn't even a found family anymore, it's forced.
Maelle, I wasn't ready.
Don't understand. You were ready when you set Papa free.
Yeah, and then he was about to do it, then you freaking fought him. I don't
You expected that he would erase the canvas and everyone in it. Isn't that the same thing?
But you stopped him. Yeah, that's what he wanted to do it, and you stopped him. And now you're just picking and choosing. What?
It's different. It's different. Why did she do that?
You know why. But you're right. I should have thought of you. I should have given you a chance to say goodbye.
Just what? Okay.
I'm truly sorry, Verso.
Okay, whatever.
At least she's free.
Freaking Verso turned into Santa Claus. That entire debacle aged him 100 years. Despite his frustration, Verso understands Maelle's words. He appreciates that Maelle is honest with him. And Maelle... and Maelle empathizes deeply with Verso. I feel like this would destroy the relationship, not deep in it. Maelle and Verso feel closer to each other. It's not maxed out yet, though. They sit in silence a little longer. This time, Maelle comforts Verso. They head back to the others. Okay, that was dumb. I think, I don't know. What Alicia wanted was what Verso wanted, what he was gonna do anyways, which is erase the canvas. But then you're like, no, Verso, we can't do that. And then when Alicia wants it, at least for herself, you do it. I mean, I guess the whole point is that the rest of the creations within the canvas didn't consent to it, but like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't care. They're not real people. The only person who has like their actual life at stake in this is Maelle, and Verso is kind of the whole reason why the entire freaking history of Lumiere, like the fracture and everything. That he has his own suffering to deal with, and you're like just denying him. Okay.
Maelle.
I'm getting quite tired of people
Fine.
counting on me.
Okay. Spend time. Verso approaches Maelle, who's staring at the monolith by herself.
The monolith looks strange without Mama or her number there.
It feels empty now.
It feels empty now.
Yeah. I kind of miss seeing her there. I wonder what Mama's doing now. She must be so upset.
Yeah.
Claire won't be happy either. probably driving each other crazy right now. Although, I doubt Claire's been home much. Knowing her, she's probably hunting down the writers responsible for the fire.
Sounds like Clea.
Yeah. Barely saw her when I was home. She took Verso's death very personally. Well, we all did.
Let this man die. Good God.
3 times.
Like the real Clea.
You have?
The first time was right after the fracture with Expedition Zero. She stopped us at the barrier.
Why would she stop you? Wouldn't she want... Wouldn't she want her mother to be stopped? Why would she stop you?
She told you everything then.
Yeah. Then tried to kill us when we wouldn't go home.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Why? Why wouldn't she just... Didn't Clea want her mother to leave the canvas?
Clea.
She found me years later and tried to recruit me. Then she found me again.
What? Tried to kill you, then tried to recruit you, and then what?
Told me to keep an eye on you.
Ah.
I think she felt you were safer here. Away from her war.
I guess even though she logically understands that her mother needs to be taken out of the canvas, there's a bit of there's a bit of a sentiment there.
Wait. So, you've been watching me this whole time?
From afar. I'd slip back to Lumiere occasionally.
So, you knew where I was, and you left me there too.
Let's not freaking start blaming him for shit. You could have just stopped this a while ago.
I couldn't exactly take you with me, but I tried to look out for you. And once you left Lumiere, I stayed close. I cleared all the really dangerous Nevrons out of your path, and I pulled you away on the beach.
Was there any hints that Verso was like helping us in the like behind the scenes, or no?
But you also let Renoir kill the rest of the expedition. You didn't help them.
I'm gonna be honest. If anytime Maelle's like gonna complain, I just don't even care anymore. Especially after after erasing Alicia, but not freaking just letting the canvas die.
There were too many of them to save.
I believe you. Those fucking hand things were one-shotting us.
I need to ask you something.
What?
You wouldn't lie to me, right?
Oh my god, I don't think you're even entitled to the truth anymore.
I think we're well past that.
On the cliff. Gustav.
Could you have saved him? Probably.
What is it?
Did you let Renoir kill Gustav? Could you have saved him?
What? Why? Why did you let Renoir kill Gustav?
Yes.
Okay. And why?
I'm sorry.
Why?
Just paint him back. I don't even know why. You can. You can paint him, can you not?
I was afraid. If you found out about the canvas and he was there, you would refuse to help me send Maman home.
So, you let him die?
I did.
Okay, well, makes sense. He's already established that he would do it. He was doing anything to keep them on his side, like hiding Sori.
I should have told you everything sooner, but I couldn't take any chances.
Thanks for telling me the truth.
I want to load a save to see the lie.
Yeah. It looks bland without a number.
You're a paintress? Paint something.
Gustav's face.
How about, Papa, you go home?
Catchy.
Come on, let's do it.
Maelle and Verso's bond is now unbreakable. It's unbreakable because she won't let him die. Just let him die. Forged in truth. They head to the monolith, and Maelle repaints it, sending a message to her father. This adventure helped Maelle better understand her painter's side. Gommage. They return to camp to the rest of the expedition. Okay. No, I got there too late.
No. I got there too late.
She doesn't believe you.
I'm sorry. I would have saved him if I could.
This is the second lie, because I believe he said that before. She's gonna just paint the truth into existence.
Okay.
She knows. Verso lied to Maelle. And Maelle knows it. The trust Maelle had in Verso is broken. Maelle and Verso's relationship will not progress any further. Lost in a lie. Maelle heads back to the others immediately. Maelle's refusal to let Verso go, her refusal to let his suffering kind of end. Like, yeah, I guess it comes at the cost of all the creations in this canvas, but it's like, you're just gonna let this one guy suffer because of your emotional attachment to these, like, I get that's kind of like the meta commentary, like, are these characters, are their lives valuable? But I'm gonna, like, they're not real. They're not real. Let them frickin' die. Like, they do have little lives within the canvas that they live. And presumably, they just have, like, infinite generations. And their own little, like, evolutional cycle. But, like, they're not real. Let him frickin' die. You let frickin' Alicia die, but you won't let Verso die. It's like... Oh no, I don't like how she's just picking and choosing. Let's go to the village and see if we can interact with Noco before we leave. Is Noco gonna be in here? Yes. Hi, Noco. Oh, hello. Noco has lost a significant portion of his memories. Memories he will never recover. Oh my god. No, I don't want Monoko.
Welcome back.
Do you not have? Oh my god.
That's lucky.
Cut him down.
Alright, and I think this is the last one. Tainted Love.
Welcome back.
Let us stain them.
Now there's probably an abrupt cut to this. I literally just, without recording, just started grinding a bit. It's, I guess it's a bit of a breath of fresh air since I don't have to worry about recording everything.
Meet your reckoning.
There's no point in that right now. Okay.
Show me
You.
what you can do. Fill me in.
Damn it.
Let's carve a path.
A storm is coming. Elements, converge! Let us stain them.
Cut him down. Plant some stars. My turn.
Well, well.
He's not dealing any damage. Well, you should kill on this turn, right? Clair. Highest damage is only 1.8 million. Well, that's... is that in one hit? Or is that, in a single turn? Because if that's in a single turn, that's pretty bad. If I'm trying to do a one-shot. Anyways, what does Claire look like? Not using that. Looks too weird. Too tight. Anything to say, Clea? Not bad. I'm impressed. Did you have fun? Yes. Good. It's about time. Some advice. Don't let yourself get caught up in other people's drama. Neither of them are adult enough for the conversation they need to have. Until they face their grief, they're better apart than together. But instead, They do this and pull others into their mess. Like you, trapped in Aline's delusion. Before you call me a hypocrite, yes, I did get involved. I gave Renoir the edge he needed, otherwise she would have overpowered him a long time ago. She is, after all, the stronger painter. But there's a difference between helping and getting sucked in. This is not your battle. Don't let their mess become yours. Aline would rather lose herself in make-believe than face reality. Is it like just a culture thing? Why does Clea refer to her mother by name? It's a drug she's unwilling to resist. Don't make the same mistake. And Renoir, he's terrified of losing more family. And his response is to try to bend everyone to his will. Don't let his fear end up controlling you. It's not selfish to make your own choices, sister. You've made great strides since I saw you last. Don't go backwards. Take this. A reminder that you control your life. And if you're not having fun, do something else. Okay. What does that look like? That is... yeah, it's a white version of the base one. I do kind of like the red on the white. What are these other paintings? No, these don't... maybe they do have to do with the workshop? There are 3 of them. What is this? Anyways, I guess on to... don't I have to fight Clea? Oh wait, Clea's at the Flying Manor. Where's my flag? I've been here already. I want to freaking fast travel. That's gonna be over there. Yeah, I don't think there's a point. I think I just walk forward, right? Anything to say? You did it. You can go in her atelier now. But she might not recognize you, or her soul is long gone. Don't let her unpaint you. That's not what she would have wanted. A threatening aura emanates from beyond the door. Open. You push harder. The door shifts ever so slightly. The sensation of danger is magnified. Beyond the door lies a threat unlike anything you've felt before. Do you wish to open the door? Do you truly wish to open? Yes, open the door. So let it be. Or so be it. I don't know what it... what that said. Brace yourselves. Hello. Nope, of course not.
It can't be.
It can't be. What? What are we looking at? A painted, Clea. Because it's not the real Clea, right? It'd be weird if she was still in here. The real Clea is the faded one. Sounded like friggin' Evanescence for a second there. Why are you colorless? I don't know if it's probably not explicitly explained why Clea and Alicia, painted Alicia, are white.
What happened to her?
I bet Claire hated Maman's portrait of her, so she painted over her.
Well, that's probably not the same thing that happened with Alicia.
She paints Nevrons.
Why? I think it's... she eats the chroma to weaken Aline, I think. That's what the white one said.
I can't repaint her. Claire's the only one skilled enough to paint over someone else's creation.
Okay, I guess. If that's the explanation.
I don't like this.
Yeah, I don't either. No. That's not?
It's gonna be tough.
Okay. I guess it will. I feel like I'm not hitting the damage that I'm seeing other people hit with these one-shot builds.
Ready to strike. Phantom stars. Let's carve a path.
Maybe I should get rid of powered attack because that's making it so I can't
Let
spam.
us stain them.
Do you have a phase 2? Please tell me you don't have a phase 2. You do. You don't. Okay. If on turn start, if no damage taken since last turn, recover at 100% health. Now, I highly doubt anyone's watching this anyways, but if you see that and you complain, I do not care. I'm not trying to freak. I already mauled it at Simon. I'm not trying to freaking deal with Clea. On turn, what is it? No damage taken, recover 100% health. It's not gonna work with the way I have everyone.
How is she so strong?
Okay, I guess there is a
Clea's creation.
phase 2. She is Clea's creation. Oh?
Clear.
So I'm just a little confused still. Is Verso Aline's painting or Renoir's? Because Aline said that Renoir, or alluded that Renoir painted him. But then that implies that Aline did all of this just to not paint Verso. So I think she did paint Verso. It's just that, I guess, like, in her grief, and, like, Verso leaving the family, she kind of just defaulted back to her mindset that Verso is dead. What the hell's going on here? All out attack?
She's trying to find a way.
She's just killing herself. Okay. That's reminding me of that, ghost-looking thingy back in Old Lumiere. Is that the same thing? Or similar?
I'm sorry.
Damn. That's why I just kind of wish we had more time with these characters. Because a lot of it is just judgments based on everyone else's judgments. Okay then. So, back to Simon. Do you have anything to say? Have you laid her to rest? She did that by herself. Thank you. That's what she wanted. I wish she would have listened to me. Then she wouldn't have to make this painting suffer. Painting or not, she had feelings and a soul. That's what I think, at least. But I know she thinks differently. For me, everything in this canvas is as much alive as what is outside. Esquire, the Gestrels, the Garandis, even Aline's paintings. I welcome them all. Painting should be a celebration, just like music. Thank you for taking care of her. It may not be much, but would you accept a gift from me? A garment we had designed together. I can only make one. You should have it. You... oh my god. Maelle, obviously. Wonderful. Here, have this. Thank you for everything. Take care of yourself, and of the paintings around you. You freaking useless piece of garbage. What do you mean you can only make one? Freaking rewind. Give that to CL, because she doesn't have anything interesting. Anyways, blah 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 blah. Give it to CL. Alright. And what does it look like? That looks nice. So, again, like I said with Clea, I don't really care about expressing my skill. So if I start getting annoyed, I'm just lowering this down to story mode. Though I don't think that that affects. Does it affect health scaling? Maybe it does. I don't know. I know that it at least affects parrying. So I guess even with this one-shot build, I still gotta do the. I gotta learn. All right. Skip.
Get up!
Let's carve a path. Phantom stars.
Elements converge. Chroma is flowing. Meet your reckoning.
Okay.
Careful.
I'll do it.
Okay. I didn't expect this to happen in phase 2. I just realized you can't break anyone. Fuck, I gotta redo it anyways. Okay, freaking, I don't know. This is... Okay, I got rid of the shields, and here's to hoping Maelle can one-shot him in that last chunk of health. God damn it, I forgot. Kill me now. Okay, let's see. Really? Oh my god, because he got 2 turns.
Bring it on.
I think I'll improvise. 2 stars. Last ditch effort.
That's so dumb. Ugh, that's so dumb that he still does it even though he's stunned. Okay, whatever. Fuck this. Freaking this one is just ruined.
I'm back. Show me what you can do.
2 stars. Two stars.
Let us stay there. Elements converge. Meet your reckoning.
My turn.
Ready to evade. Let's push forward.
Ready to strike. 2 stars.
Okay, well.
Time to end this. 2 stars. Ready to strike.
Need to revive you, otherwise you freaking okay. Do you not have cheater? Why are you only getting 1 turn?
Show me what you can do. Not today. That hurts. No margin for error.
My turn. Two stars. Ready to strike. 2 stars. Just try it.
Oh god. Okay. Let's see.
Spill some ink.
Break.
Let's spill some ink.
Okay, good. The Gommage got him. Jesus Christ, why does he have so much health? Okay. Now what? Was that the phase 3 or what? Why were you so special, Simon? Dude, the moment that guy freaking takes one step freaking towards me, I'm shitting myself. I'm done with this. I would have liked the fight a lot more if he wasn't one-shotting me. Like, he even one-shots in story mode, which is, like, crazy. Will Gustav have access to this weapon in New Game Plus? There's Julie. I don't know where to find Julie's journal. I guess that's the one. I guess I gotta get all the journals. I think that's where I'll end this. The Abyss. Alright. Simoso.
Simon. More and more of my mind is fading away. I must put my words down on paper before I lose myself entirely. My beautiful Clair. What did she do to you? That paintress. She fooled me. She looked so much like you, and I believed her story. She granted me the power to fell the Axons and enter the monolith. I realized too late that she had warped my mind. That she had in fact taken you away. Locked you somewhere I could never reach. And set me on a path to destroy your future. But then I met Aline, who showed me that I could save you. With her help, I descended to the bottom of the monolith, where Aline had sealed him away. The one who brings the Gamache. The one who threatens our very existence. But his powers are strong, and I'm finding it harder and harder to fight his influence over my mind. My mind is breaking. My final thoughts are only a few. I despair. But one day, our suffering will end, and we will find our way back to each other. In this life, or another.
I guess I do empathize with Clea in this. It's just weird, like I guess if you were talking about technology, the paintings are true artificial intelligence. They are what's the word? They are autonomous. They reason. But it would still be weird for Clea to see an artificial version of herself that's acting based on the memories and perception of her mother rather than who she actually is. So, I don't know. It's like the same with Verso. It's not really Verso. It's Aline or Renoir. I don't know who painted him. Anyways, so I'm still looking for 45 and 52, and I think that's where I'll end it on Julie, I guess. Anyways, back to this. I remember this. I got one shot. I didn't really understand the gimmick of the fight. Hello.
It's an ambush.
It's an ambush. I'm aware. What the hell? Why are you looking at me like that, Ciel? Okay. How much health do you even have? Only 2 million. Okay. Well, I guess I kind of brute forced it. I don't really know what the gimmick of the fight was. I guess I just maybe stun it before it crushes you. I don't know. 45.
45th. Oh shit, they were all crushed. If Timothy hadn't pushed me out of the way. But both my legs are crushed as well. And I don't know how much longer I have. I wish I could have avenged you all. If anyone finds this journal, do not enter this cave.
Well, it's
the
a bit...
Nevron inside will crush you.
Okay. Well, the journal is a bit far from the entrance. You could have died a little closer. Here? I guess so. 52.
52nd expedition. Man, I could barely think straight. Hulking just shot broke my skull. What the fuck kind of friendly fight was that? Oh, I'm bleeding out, but their medic is bloody useless. He just keeps telling me about his bone problems. But I'm gonna die here, aren't I?
Okay. That's what I missed. Oh. Hello. Gonna blow you up now.
I miss you.
But this is Verso, not Julie.
I don't have the right to miss you, but I do. I wish I could talk to you. Tell you. Fuck. I don't know what I would tell you. Just ask that you forgive me. Julie. Forgive me. I'm not a traitor. I'm not. I'm trying to save us all. But you're right. I am a coward. I'm a fucking coward. You deserved to know why, but I couldn't. I couldn't face you properly. Not, and still do, what had to be done. Papa believes you're Clea's creation, and even if you're not, we can no longer trust you. But I think you just wanted answers. Why? Why couldn't you just let it go? Why did you convince them to abduct me, interrogate me? No. Fuck, I shouldn't say that. You thought I was a traitor. You were doing what you thought was right, just like we are. I swear to you, I'm doing what's right. I should have known when you started questioning things that you wouldn't be fooled. But how could I even explain? You'd have thought I'd gone mad. Doppelgangers. Canvas worlds. Man. But Papa's right. We can't take the risk. Too much is at stake. It had to be done. It had to. Clea already took our sister. If we want to save our family, our world, our people, we can't take any chances. And once we free Mama, she'll bring you back. It won't be forever. I promise. I promise. We deserve to live. All of us. We deserve to exist.
That's a bit of a flip in his tone, I think, right? Like, it seemed like he was perfectly, well, not fine, but like, he was willing to let the canvas get erased, hence why he led Expedition 33 to erase the Paintress, because he knew that would kick her out of the canvas and then Renoir would erase everyone. But then here, it's Is he just trying to convince himself that the painted people deserve better? Huh. Wasn't expecting this one.
Let's go.
I find it weird that that was hidden. I don't know. Why here specifically? This is the camp after the battlefield. Julie.
Search and rescue. I know what I saw. He died. Fucking died. That attack destroyed half his torso. There's no walking away from that. But when I found him, he was unconscious but whole. His uniform was destroyed, yes, but his chest was merely bruised. He says the blast just missed him, and it was chaotic during battle, so I probably misunderstood what I saw. Bullshit! Absolute bloody bullshit! He and his father keep saying the paintress is the solution, not the problem. But I don't buy it anymore. I think they're lying about what happened to Expedition Zero. Somehow, everyone else died, but they walked out without a scratch. It hurts to think he'd betray us. But nobody ever expects to be betrayed. His mistake, though. He's thinking his charm is sufficient to sell his lies. We'll take him tomorrow night. Claude, Louise, and Dion are no fools. They saw what I saw. We will get answers. And if he is a traitor, then he will share the fate of traitors.
I mean, I guess it's totally reasonable, the response. Still. Alright, so, this was originally just me rambling, but, I felt, after finishing the game, it was necessary to script it a little more. It felt a little lazy, just yapping unintelligibly, with no real deep commentary, especially when, I felt that my commentary was a bit sparse. And I didn't have a huge reaction to major points, and especially since I'm faceless. Yeah, in the beginning of the game, for example, you don't really get to see my reaction because I was very subdued. Or, when Gustav died, I messed up on the recording, but even then in the original recording, I didn't have that strong of a reaction. So I guess at the end here, it's a bit of like a mini review. I wanted to do it a little bit different from Veilguard, because since that was a little bit more personal to me, there was a little bit more stuff to ramble about. But here, I wanted to keep it a little bit more organized, I guess. So, like, short things first is like the gameplay and art design and level design, I guess, or environment. So I very much loved the action turn-based combat. It's very fresh and interesting. It's a neat take on a typically stagnant genre. Even the other, I'll be honest, I don't have that much experience with turn-based. The only ones that I've played are Octopath, and then what's the Final Fantasy with Titus? That that one. And then there's Baldur's Gate and Wasteland. There's a few turn-based, and they're all quite different. There's like JRPG and the Western RPG, and like third-person isometric, and then typical I don't know what to call it, like Final Fantasy. But my only issue, like despite loving this combat, my only issue with it, and I vocalized it quite a bit, is that like with a lot of action games that I've played, especially recently, and like the past 6 years, a lot of action games that have been released are, they have over-the-top scaling. They get a bit extreme and unfair, and oversaturated with silhouettes that get obscured by too many effects, and sometimes subpar animations or like body mechanics where they're just doing things that are quite unintuitive, like this unnatural mix between delayed and quick attacks. But during my playthrough, well, not during, at the end, the scaling did get improved. But it's not something that I got to experience since it was at the very end, so I never used it. Was like the health and damage scaling. So like I guess for example, Simon, I didn't show it that much, is even in story mode, you get a one-shot. I feel like the scaling is a bit ridiculous, though I think the newest update changed that. So you're able to use, if you wanted to, use story mode to practice, but not really, because I think it messes with the parry timing. But anyways, so like, in short, the combat is great, and the gameplay is great. There's just minor balancing tweaks that I feel should be made, or should have been made, so it feels a little bit more consistently fair. And like the exploration and level design, it's alright. I feel like in this type of game, it's not that big of a focus, so it's fine that it's not superb. It's just a little, it's linear, and I never felt completely captured or enamored by any of the scenes. I think like, as objective as you could be, a lot of these are superb, and I think that goes on to art direction, which I think is like the only 10 out of 10 thing in this entire game, because in like exploration, the only things you really particularly find when you're exploring is just a chromatic enemy that one-shots you, or a freaking Lumina or Chroma. There's not much that makes exploration feel rewarding. So like, the art direction is superb, but my only nitpick, I guess, is the use of Unreal. That's not like a negative. It just makes it feel, it doesn't make it stand out to me. When I first saw the game, I wasn't completely interested. It kind of just seemed, and I do still feel this way, that it's a bit, it's very generic realism. There's high detail, high fidelity, grounded designs, but I never felt, well, no, that's wrong. I did feel that intrigued by some of the designs, but not in the typical environments. Where I feel that the art direction excels at is the atmosphere and the themes of like creation, like art, painting. I feel that the themes of creation are used well, like having some of the Nevrons look like pottery or ceramics, or like the gestrals being brushes, and powers being based upon paint or chroma or light. The art direction feels inspired but not derivative. Like especially in the cinematics, like Gustav dying. That felt, I haven't played the original, and I haven't finished Rebirth, but in Final Fantasy VII, having I think in like the original, Sephiroth is like gliding down and stabbing Aerith, and it's this very, the striking contrast of this thin blade like stabbing into her, if I'm remembering correctly. It reminds me, or rather, Gustav's death reminds me of that. I think a running theme in this game is like daunting beauty, where it's like something isn't particularly supposed to be beautiful. Well, it is beautiful, but in a way that is anxiety-inducing or saddening in some way. Anyways, so like onto the story. So in like recent memory, this game has been like the strongest opening I've ever experienced. Beating out a Final Fantasy 16, which sold me on the game immediately in its demo. I enjoyed Ben Starr's performance, and I just really wanted to see how that story would go. As demos go, I think Final Fantasy 16's demo is how it should be done. Granted, it also leaves out a lot of the bad stuff. But this isn't a review of that. Anyways, Clair Obscur's like opening genuinely made me tear up, but that's not something I could particularly express or show because of how I'm faceless. Despite it happening practically in the first 10 minutes, I felt attachments forming simply through the cinematics and musical vibes alone. I was invested and upset and in awe from the music, from the art direction, in like how the camera was used, how the physical environment was framing things, not just in aspect ratio, but like actual statues, allowing you to focus on whoever's in the center of that. Like they used it for Maelle, they used it for the paintress and Gustave. The audience and like Gustave, you're like alone with the ashes and flowers, and you're like isolated against the paintress. Just visually, it's like it's beautiful and daunting. Seeing something that you have no context for, it like makes me anxious and like impressed. But where the game did begin to lose me was with the companion quests, like Ciel, Lune, and Noco. For like Ciel and Lune, the backstory and quests come in a bit too late. It's too little too late. They come in Act 3, and at that point I didn't care about their characters, and honestly, I didn't want to care. I guess it's my fault. I wasn't willing to give the characters a chance. I lost interest at that point. And Noco also felt weak. Noco's death was quite abrupt. You meet Noco, and then Noco joins you. And within an hour, basically an hour and a half, Noco dies. And then 10 hours later, or 5 hours, depending on your pacing, then Noco gets revived. And that's in the epilogue, and it's optional, and the impact and my motivation is like dwindling at that point. And while I did play them and I did enjoy the quests to a point, I can't find myself caring. I understand the purpose of their stories, but they felt a little tacked on. Instead of being interesting on their own, it feels like they only serve to reinforce the themes that are made within the main story. Like Ciel, masking feelings, or Lune feeling duty, this overwhelming duty to something outside of her own wants, I guess. Noco and Noco, where creating something new, even in the shape of what was before, it can't possibly live up to it. It doesn't hold the same memories or same sentiments. It is just a silhouette of what came before. For the like main quest for Maelle and Verso, it's a conflict of like two hypocrites, and it is interesting. I enjoyed the dichotomy of two people and two perspectives on life and death, which is like a running theme between Renoir and Aline. So it's like Renoir, Aline, Maelle, and Verso. Verso wants to die because his existence is like the product of a grieving family, the grief of the disowned family, while Maelle refuses to let him die or let his soul rest because it's that soul that powers the canvas, which is what gives Maelle purpose or any sense of joy. So in a way, it's Maelle cherishing her brother, but also abusing and using. Like post Act 3, the undertone of her motivations is to like preserve the lives of the painted people of Lumiere, but it's sort of an excuse by Maelle to continue to feed into her selfishness. Especially like you see in the end, or in Maelle's ending, where Painted Verso is forced to put on a performance for the sake of her fantasy. This is sort of like feeding again into like the daunting beauty, where both endings, both sides are awful in some sense. but they both deserve a sense of empathy. Verso deserves empathy despite being a horrible person in some ways. Maelle deserves empathy despite doing something so selfish. But what I didn't like about this story was Gustave's purpose immediately dwindles the moment you hit Act 3. And even before that, leading into that, he's overtaken by Renoir and Verso. Maelle's directive, her main objective, is abruptly to hoard the canvas under the guise of saving the painted people of Lumiere at the cost of the soul of Verso. And that becomes so heavily focused upon, kind of putting, Gustave isn't even in the backseat, he's just not even in the car anymore. Like the brotherly, fatherly relationship of Maelle and Gustave is just overtaken by Renoir and Verso. The best way I could possibly defend it is Gustave is the ideal utopic contrast against Verso and Renoir, who are toxic. Gustave, in a way, I can't really think off the top of my head, but he's not really toxic. I feel that, despite seeing that point, it's not actually really painted that way. It's not really, it doesn't feel that that's the purpose of why Gustave is in the story. You can presume it, but it doesn't feel like Maelle makes this argument. I feel that if we were told that Gustave and the Painted People were creations of reasons, dreams, feelings, that despite being artificial, they're worth something. These are themes and arguments that you can see in the game, but they're all optional. They're all off the beaten path. I feel like it should have been told. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Sometimes these themes and arguments need to be explicitly told and argued and shown in the main story. I feel they lose their impact if it's all just implied and presumed and deduced. I think I just genuinely really do love this game. I hope in, 10 years, I see it as something special, something unique to the landscape, to the industry of the time that we're in, alongside Baldur's Gate, which I also love. These two games came out in a time within a genre that, to the executives of the industry, they think it's dead. They think it's worthless. They don't think it makes the money that they want. It's not live service. It's not something you can dip into every quarter for some money. For both studios, I'm just anticipating whatever they do next. And specifically for Sandfall, I don't know. I don't know if I want Sandfall to make a sequel. I do like this world, and I'm very intrigued by it. But I kind of want them to flex and do more. Maybe go beyond the genre of turn-based, of fantasy. It's with Larian. Instead of another fantasy game, instead of going into Divinity, I want them to do something sci-fi or a period piece. With I forget what the studio's called. The one that did Wasteland. They go from Wasteland into what is it? Clockwork Revolution, which is one. It's not a third-person isometric turn-based game. It's a first-person action game, and I think that's really interesting. And it's cool to see a studio flex like that and change it up. And I just hope that Sandfall, Larian, In Exile. I hope those three studios, and of course any other indie or AA, I hope they succeed and go beyond what the industry demands and just do what motivates them. Anyways, I really enjoyed this. And I hope whoever you are, that you enjoyed this too.